Now, a week ago, after Josh Allen's fantastic performance against the Detroit Lions, I felt like he locked up the MVP award. I felt like the MVP award, the race was officially over, but after this past weekend, with how well Lamar Jackson played and the Ravens win over the Steelers, he threw 3 touchdowns in that game. Josh Allen and the Bills kind of struggled to beat the New England Patriots. I feel like Lamar has now made this MVP race more complicated because he just broke it wide open again. This is no longer a award that is locked up by Josh Allen. Lamar has just as good as a chance to win it as what he does. And although Josh Allen is the favorite to win it still, I don't get how you can continue to deny how great Lamar Jackson has been this year. This is the best season that Lamar Jackson has had in his whole entire career. And that's saying something because he's a 2-time MVP award winner, but yet this season is better than his previous 2 MVP years. I mean, the level of efficiency that Lamar Jackson is playing with is really similar to prime Aaron Rodgers. When he won MVP 4 times throughout his career, his seasons that he won the award resembles what Lamar Jackson is on pace to do this year. He probably is going to finish with 40 or more touchdowns through the air. He probably is also going to come close to hitting 1,000 rushing yards. He won't hit that number exactly, but he'll be around 800, a little bit shy of 900. And looking at Aaron Rodgers' 2021 MVP season, 37 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. In 2020, he had 48 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. We've never seen a quarterback exhibit this level of efficiency like we've seen out of Lamar Jackson since Aaron Rodgers. And as good as how Josh Allen has played this season, especially the last month, I mean, the numbers and the statistics back up Lamar Jackson winning this award. However, the hypocrisy, like I pointed out last week, is that last year Josh Allen had better numbers than Lamar. But he got the award anyway because despite Josh Allen having a better statistical season, Lamar's team overall had the better record and they performed better. Well, this season, the Buffalo Bills have a better record than the Baltimore Ravens. Although the Ravens beat them head-to-head, they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They are the only team to have a win over that squad, unlike the Ravens who lost to them in week 1, and they beat the Detroit Lions. But at this point, I kind of feel like you have to look at this season as an outlier year because technically the MVP award goes to the player whose team had the best record out of all of the MVP candidates. But this season, though, I don't really feel like record is a strong enough reason to give Lamar Jackson, or not give Lamar Jackson his 3rd MVP award over Josh Allen. You can say that I'm flip-flopping because last week I felt like Josh Allen should win it despite how many great numbers Lamar puts up. But what Lamar Jackson is doing is just historical. We are never going to see a player have this kind of season ever again in terms of what he's doing on the ground and how efficient he's been throwing that pigskin. And we got to start calling Lamar Jackson the most talented quarterback in NFL history. I don't think that's a bold take. If I were to ask you, who in the history of this game has had the elite athleticism that Lamar possesses alongside of the ability to win from within the pocket, you can't name anybody. Lamar Jackson doesn't deserve to be compared to Michael Vick. Michael Vick is nowhere close to what Lamar Jackson was. Lamar Jackson is in a different universe than what Michael Vick was as a player. He's in a different universe than what Josh Allen is as a player. Lamar Jackson has been the best quarterback in the NFL this season. And pound for pound, I think Lamar Jackson personally is the most talented quarterback to ever play this game. This brother is having an all-time historic season that we probably won't see another quarterback have again. Hell, I don't even know if Lamar Jackson will be able to replicate the season that he's having right now in the future, because he's going to throw for over 40 touchdowns and has under 5 interceptions. If you look at all of Lamar's interceptions this year, most of them were not on him. If we were to make interceptions be liable by wide receivers dropping passes or having balls flying through their hands, Lamar probably has only thrown 1 or 2 interceptions. His decision making, his accuracy, his efficiency has been on top of anybody else in the league this year in terms of quarterback play. This is an all-time great season now we are witnessing out of Lamarvelous right now. And the only way that you can truly honor a historic season like this is by giving Lamar Jackson his 3rd MVP award. As good as how Josh Allen has played this year, he's been really efficient as well. He has 38 total touchdowns. He is not touching the eye scale of what Lamar is doing right now. Do y'all not understand the greatness that we are seeing out of Lamar? Because I don't think we are ever going to see another quarterback exhibit this level of quarterback play in the season ever again. Well, they're just killing you through the air and they're killing you on the ground. How do you stop Lamar Jackson? You can't. You can only pray to God that you can contain him. That's the only way. Josh Allen has been stopped this year. He got stopped by the Baltimore Ravens. And I get it that the Ravens have had some ugly losses to some bad teams, the Browns, the Raiders. I understand that. But those losses still don't negate the overall big picture of this year, which is Lamar Jackson having a historic level of efficiency. Do you know that Lamar is on pace to break the NFL single season record for passer rating in a year? I mean, this brother has just been miles better than anybody else in the league playing this position. And every time I tell people Lamar's better than Patrick Mahomes, they get really upset. It shouldn't be a hot take anymore. If you were to take championships and accolades out of this argument when we compare Mahomes to Lamar and we are just going off who's the more talented quarterback, Lamar wins that debate. There are so many things that Lamar can do that Patrick Mahomes wish he could do, but there's not a single thing that Mahomes can do that Lamar can't if we're just talking about a pure skill set standpoint. Lamar Jackson has broken down barriers. He has changed the definition of what it means to be a dual threat quarterback. Why you think Anthony Richardson, Justin Fields have been drafted so high? Because everybody wants to have the next Lamar, and a lot of head coaches, a lot of general managers are going to get fired because what they are trying to find, they will never be able to, because you cannot replicate a Lamar Jackson. Do you know how rare it is for somebody to be this good running the ball and this good throwing the ball? He can kill you any kind of way, which makes him truly unstoppable. Lamar Jackson is what you would get if you were creating a quarterback on Madden and you maxed out all his stats: 99 speed, 99 agility, 99 throw power with 99 accuracy. This is Lamar Jackson. This is the scariest quarterback that ever played this game and the most talented that ever touched a football. We are never going to see another season like this from another quarterback ever again at this position. Well, maybe we will in the next century or so, but Lamar Jackson right now is going down in the history books. And as good as how Josh Allen has played this year, he's also an all-time great quarterback talent in his own right. But right now, Lamar Jackson is up here and everybody is down here. Okay, I mean, you just can't deny how great Lamar has been this year. You can't even use the running back jokes anymore. If you're still calling Lamar Jackson a running back, then brother, you're just a flat out hater and you just disrespect the game of football, because it's disrespectful to deny the greatness of Lamar. If you love the game of football like me, you truly can't do nothing but admire what we're witnessing down there in Baltimore. I get jealous every time I watch my Steelers play the Ravens because I wish we would have drafted Lamar Jackson instead of Terrell Edmonds. And if you can be unbiased, you probably wish your team had Lamar Jackson at quarterback too, because who wouldn't? This brother is fun to watch, and he is an incredible quarterback talent. You got to give him MVP this year. And I know a week ago I was just on here yelling for Josh Allen to win it in spite of the numbers that Lamar has put up. But the more I watch Lamar and the more I look at these numbers, I just have a hard time sleeping at night knowing that there's a chance this all-time great season that Lamar Jackson is having, statistics-wise, efficiency-wise, it may go down in history without an MVP award. It would be overlooked. It would be overshadowed. And I know it's hypocritical because last year Josh Allen had better stats. But every year it's a different season. The criteria should change, and it should be based off a year-to-year basis. And based off what Lamar Jackson has done what Lamar Jackson has done this year, he deserves this award. This dude is breaking down the barrier. It's just like when you thought he could get no better, he gets even better. I never thought that we would see him have a better year than what he did his first time winning this award when he had 36 passing touchdowns and led the NFL in passing touchdowns that year, by the way. And instead, this brother a few years later is about to throw 40-plus touchdowns. He could damn near have 50 total touchdowns when it's all said and done, when you account what he's going to do in the regular season and in the playoffs. Give Lamar Jackson the MVP. This race is far from finished. I'm not saying that Lamar Jackson is a lock to win it, but it's wide open right now. These last 2 weeks are going to decide who wins this award. If the Bills can get the 1 seed, it makes this debate even more complicated. And Josh Allen is doing some great things, but Lamar Jackson right now has just been on a different level.